Presenting the final bout in men's 75-kilogram middleweight. The judges are Sweden, Denmark, Morocco, Italy, Hungary.
Vamos à última luta da sessão, a final da categoria peso médio masculino, até 75 quilos. Juízes são representantes da Dinamarca, Marrocos, Itália e Hungria.
The referee from Slovakia.
O árbitro é representante da Eslováquia, senhor René Just.
Please welcome the boxer in the red corner, representing Cuba.
Por favor, recebam o pugilista que ficará no canto vermelho, representante de Cuba, Arlen Lopez.
Please welcome the boxer in the blue corner, representing Uzbekistan.
Recebam também o pugilista que ficará no canto azul, representante do Uzbekistão, Bektemir Melikuziyev.
Introducing the boxer in the red corner, representing Cuba.
Apresentando o pugilista no canto vermelho, representa Cuba, Arlen Lopez.
Introducing the boxer in the blue corner, representing Uzbekistan.
E apresentando o pugilista no canto azul, representa o Uzbekistão, Bektemir Melikuziyev.
All right, gentlemen. With your head, elbow, low blow. Do not hold each other, touch your gloves. Good luck, both of you.
So we're underway in this battle of southpaws. And what a matchup we have in prospect here. The Olympic final, the man wearing red, the reigning world championship gold medalist, Arlen Lopez, just helped himself to a cracking lead right hand. The man in blue is the reigning world championship silver medalist, and that is Bektemir Melikuziyev. So this, a rematch of the world championship gold medal bout from Doha at the back end of 2015.
What's important for Melikuziyev here, Ron, is he boxes it at his pace. We've seen throughout this tournament, Lopez, this Cuban, is exceptional, but he always slows the opponent's pace down to his level. He boxes at his pace. So it's very important that Melikuziev's on that front foot, and he takes it to the Cuban here and there and boxes at his pace, because Lopez prefers that slower tempo. And let's face it, he's hardly broken sweat in the earlier rounds. So I think Melikuziyev has got to up the tempo here and really push this Cuban and force him maybe to box at a pace what he's not used to.
As Richie said, Lopez has had it all his own way through the course of the tournament so far. The #1 ranked boxer in the world, the tournament #1 seed, getting through with a good shot to the body. And in his first contest in the second preliminary round, he produced perhaps the knockout of the tournament. A single left hand out of that southpaw stance that laid Zoltan Harksa out on the canvas. The referee calling off the contest after Harksa struggled to his feet.
And we know he's a talent, Ron, don't we, Lopez? Because sometimes he boxes, he goes from orthodox to southpaw, and you can't really tell if he is a natural southpaw or a natural orthodox boxer. That's how good this Cuban is. He does both styles extremely well. And Melikuziyev here, this is not a bad start. He's boxing at his pace, more or less, which is not bad at all. But we know that Lopez, he's good both styles.
Most certainly. Melikuziyev making Lopez miss. Some nice movement from the waist. And the marvellous Marvin Hagler ahead of his contest with Sugar Ray Leonard. Angelo Dundee wasn't sure whether he was a natural lefty or a natural righty, so he sent a kid over to ask Marvellous Marvin for his autograph. And then he was able to determine which way round was the natural stance of Marvellous Marvin Hagler, then the undisputed middleweight champion of the world. But Lopez, as you say, not discernible what his preference is because he's so adept out of either boxing stance. So effective work to the body from Lopez. Melikuziyev, as is his wont, up on his toes, bouncing in and out. But Lopez, such an accurate punch picker that he could well counter. That's a good left hand to the body just before the bell. But that's the problem that Melikuziyev faces when he comes in to launch his own attacks. Excuse me, Melikuziyev, when he comes to launch his attacks, he can get picked off, such as the accurate punch picking of the man in red.
This Lopez is a talent, like we said, but there's not a lot of movement with his feet, but he's very accurate with his shots. That's a lovely body shot there for Melikuziyev. I think he's had a decent round here, the man in blue. Look at that for a shot around the guard of his opponent. He's got a fairly relaxed guard, Melikuziyev, but his movement was good there. Lopez, very slow on his feet, but he's accurate with his punches. One hitting the target there, the other just skimming. Let's have a look at the scores now. It's Lopez across the board, and that's with Melikuziyev seemed to be boxing at his pace. But again, the judges prefer the accurate work from the Cuban.
Round 2.
So Bektemir Melikuziyev, the #3 ranked boxer in the world, the tournament #2 seed, has started very quickly indeed in this second round, having conceded the opening round unanimously. Just 20 years of age, Melikuziyev, and the two men engaging in a trade-off right on top of the logo.
Even with that style of boxing run, you've just seen Lopez there. He still has the experience and the knowledge to keep those hands up when he's boxing on the inside. He's letting the punches go, but he does the basics very well. He's got a naturally good guard, look, blocking shots there on the inside, look, and he still gets his hands up to his chin to block anything that comes back from quite a dangerous opponent here. But again, better work from Lopez on the inside.
And even under that type of heavy fire, the expression of Lopez seemingly doesn't change. Incredibly calm, incredibly poised. Melikuziyev now on the back foot, looking to launch attacks from the outside, but not before taking a good right hand to the body. He countered with a body shot of his own.
Lopez just targeting that body, beginning this round, Ron. Again, good work on the inside, holding his feet, preparing to take shots on the elbows. Gets caught there, but you watch his work downstairs, this Cuban. And that's always a good thing against a moving boxer, isn't it? Hurt him downstairs, slows those feet.
Stop holding, stop holding.
Melikuziyev doing plenty of work in it, but a lot of the shots are inaccurate. Hitting the gloves, the arms, better work from Lopez.
It's a good cuffing right hook by the man in red.
Head up, head up.
Melikuziyev electing to hold his feet and try to engage in an exchange. Melikuziyev, by being just 20, comes in here as the reigning world youth champion and the reigning youth Olympic Games champion. So a wonderful transition made through to the senior ranks. And here he's looking to get a measure of revenge over the man who outpointed him to world championship gold last year.
Just making too many mistakes here, Melikuziyev. He's missing the target and then he's way out of position. His hands are too low. And against a quality opponent like Lopez, you can't afford to do that.
Stop holding.
He's going for it, Melikuziyev. He's putting everything into every shot. But when he misses the target, it's his guard that's the problem. And that's when he's open. And Lopez comes back then on the inside with the quality shots like that one, just downstairs there. Just nicks that shot to the body.
Good left hand to the body in response from Melikuziyev, but the shots attempted upstairs were blocked effectively by gloves and forearm of Lopez. So he's getting physical now, increasingly so at close quarters. But Lopez remaining preternaturally calm under that heavy assault of punches and tangle of arms in a clinch.
Ron, it's just a little bit neater on the inside by the Cuban because the guard's nice and high. He's blocking shots on the elbows and the arms. That wasn't too bad a shot there from Melikuziyev. In and out with the feet. But now and again, you see Lopez landing with shots like that. And on the inside, the odd shot which catches the judge's eyes. And again, across the board, Melikuziyev has tried to box on the outside, on the inside. But I think his defence is a little bit leaky, and Lopez is exposing that.
Seconds out.
Let's go, coach.
Round 3.
Hold your head, no holding. Let's go. Box.
Well, some 5 seconds had elapsed before this third and final round actually got underway. Because of that talking to in the direction of both boxers from the referee.
Stop holding.
But Bektemir Melikuziyev, the man in blue, is trailing by 2 points on all 3 cards, and after that burst of punches to the body, he's cuffed by a right hook over the top, and another one, trying to turn this final round into a firefight because he needs a stoppage or a massive round, a 10-8 round, just to get back on terms. And look at the hurtful body shots being sunk in by both boxers, but particularly accurate singles from the man in red.
It's an all-or-nothing approach now from Melikuziyev. He's going for it, give him great credit. He'd probably be getting away with it against other opponents, but when he misses the target and his hands are a little bit low, that's when Lopez comes back. The Cuban's accuracy is the difference here. Sharper puncher, hitting the target. And like I say, Melikuziyev may have got away with it against lower level opposition, but this fella is of the highest quality. And is there a cut, Ron?
Oh, the doctor's being called up to inspect what we think is an injury around the left eye. Still not able to get a clear look at it. Been a litany of cuts suffered by the boxers in this, the first games where the men are without head guard since Moscow 1980.
So they're working on the inside here, Ron. It might have been a clash of heads. There was a lot of punches thrown also.
So Arlen Lopez over in the opposite neutral corner. The cut man is being called into action now. He will have 45 seconds in which to tend to that cut. That 15-second clapper that was just audible, that means there are 30 seconds to go. We'll hear another double clapper in a few moments' time, giving the cutman an idea of where he is in his allotted time.
It looks like the cut's above the eye, which is a problem because the blood then runs into it, impairs the boxer's vision. It's whether they can stop the flow of that blood. It looks like they have.
So the third and final round resumes. Arlen Lopez, the man in red, the reigning world championship gold medalist, in a really commanding position in this bout, because coming into the third and final round he had a 2-point lead across the board, having taken the first 2 rounds unanimously by 10-9 scores on all 3 cards. Terrific right hand from Lopez, who's trying to put Cuba on a par with Great Britain and the USA by making it 5 gold medals for his country in the middleweight division. The total that Great Britain and the USA have already acquired.
Volume of punches are definitely coming from the man in blue, but the single eye-catching shots are from Lopez. And he's boxing a clever contest in at close quarters here, Lopez, keeping the guard high, blocking a lot of shots, and he's waiting for his opportunity on the inside. Look at that. That was a perfect punch there from Lopez.
So Melikuziyev still trying to find the finishing shot, the finishing salvo. But he's unlikely to box this man, outbox this man to the tune of 10-8 that he needs. And time, remember, will be on the side of Arlen Lopez, given that he is in such a commanding position. Good right hook again on the inside. And Melikuziyev, as he's trying to launch his own flurries, more direct punches are picking him off, beating him to the punch consistently from Lopez.
And what Lopez has done now, Ron, he's got him to slow his feet down slightly. Melikuziyev goes for a little walk here, but in this round, he's actually got Melikuziyev to hold his feet more, and that's suiting Lopez, you see, with those better quality shots on the inside. Good effort from Melikuziyev, but he's just been out-punched in at close quarters.
So Melikuziyev not able to launch one final rally deep into that third and final round. And so it will be Arlen Lopez who will occupy top spot on the medal podium in the men's 75-kilogram middleweight division. A terrific performance by the reigning World Championship gold medalist, and a repeat victory over the talented youngster from Uzbekistan, Bektemir Melikuziyev. He'll come away with Olympic silver.
Super shots there from Lopez on the inside. The quality were in the single punches. Thought about his defence, kept his guard nice and high to block shots on the inside. Quite prepared to hold, stand and trade against a fairly aggressive Melikuziyev. But Lopez is a talent. He can box at range, he can box on the inside, he has power. Great balance and accuracy. Yeah, very talented man indeed, and a deserved winner.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner by unanimous decision and Olympic champion.
Senhoras e senhores, o vencedor e campeão olímpico por decisão unânime no canto vermelho.
And the red corner,
Representando Cuba, Arlen Lopez.
Arlen Lopez seemingly overcome with emotion at claiming Olympic gold in the 75-kilogram middleweight division. The reigning world champion becomes the Olympic champion with a series of practically punch-perfect displays throughout the course of the tournament. He becomes the 5th Cuban to claim middleweight gold, putting them on a par with Great Britain and the USA, and that is why he's acknowledging all sides of the arena here at Rio Centro Pavilion 6. Let's spare a thought for Bektemir Melikuziyev, just 20 years of age, and he adds Olympic silver to his World Championship silver. But the moment belongs to Lopez. He's the Olympic middleweight champion.
Yeah,